Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. It is Shawnee here, and tonight I am going to give you a 6.5 month update on my micro locks. I had my locks installed October 2023, and now we are in May of 2024. So it's been 6.5 months going into month 7, and I am still satisfied with my micro locks. I think they look great. I have a new stylist, and I'm going to share her name. Her name is Jamisha Carter, and her Instagram page is Vibe Higher Hair, VIBEHIGHER hair, like Vibe Higher Hair. And I found her because I had a need to get my hair retied, and there were some scheduling, we'll just say scheduling conflicts. I said, hey, it's pushing 7 weeks. I need to keep up with this appointment. And so I'm going to have to be in somebody's chair. And so I went to Jamisha last month, and she did some corrections on my micro locks, where as I had them tied previously, a few had some knots in them. And so she went through and corrected some of the knots that were in my hair, because it happens with micro locks. And sometimes if they're not pulled through when they're being retied, you can get a knot. And so she went through and corrected that. And we also talked about the slipping around my edges. If you can see, the edges are going to just be thin anyway, I think, on most people's hair. And the same goes for me. And so I was dealing with slippage. And so we just left it alone last month. But this past week, when I got my hair retied, she went through and tied the edges again. And so we're just going to have a little small meeting, probably in a couple of weeks. I'm going to pop into her shop just to make sure the edges are still retied, so that these locks around my temple can go ahead and lock. So Jamisha said that was very common for people who have micro locks. You're going to experience slippage, and sometimes your hair doesn't lock in all areas, just right away. So it takes time. So overall, I'm super satisfied with micro locks, and I'm super satisfied with my new stylist. I like that, baby, she gets down to business. The customer service is on point. The experience is on point. And so that's been a really positive thing. So go and check her out, Vibe Higher Hair. Shop is really clean. She's there when she needs to be there. We're starting appointments on time. So I could just go on and on about that. And I really appreciate that, because I think customer service is a big part of what can make or break an experience. My husband and I ran martial arts businesses many years ago. And, the key to a successful business is positive customer service and communication with your clients. And so I felt very positive about my experience with Vibe Higher Hair. And so we had really good conversation, and I'm not there all day. And I think she started on my hair for my most recent retie at 10 o'clock. And I was literally out of there by 2. And the only reason I probably was out of there by 2 and not sooner is because I asked for a style, which I took out. But just to give you an update, I'm here, and Jamisha indicated that my hair is growing about half an inch every time I'm, coming to see her. And I've only been twice. And so I will say this, I don't do the 7 weeks retie anymore. I have to go at least once every month. So every 4 weeks, I'm in a seat, because my hair is super curly and it needs that level of attention. And as I've been talking to Jamisha and just, still doing YouTube research on micro locks, everyone has, different hair texture. And so I need a little bit more attention, so that my hair, I won't be walking around here looking crazy with these micro locks, like kind of being my roots and stuff being overgrown or unattended to. And of course, our hair in any phase is beautiful, but you get what I'm saying. You still want to make sure, you're looking kempt by your head, and Microlocs do afford you the opportunity to do so. But when it's time to get them retied, that's just what it is. It's time to get them retied. No different than with traditional locks. My husband has super long locks down his back, and he works out a lot. So he has to go through and really, shampoo and twist his hair pretty often, because otherwise he'll have like a baby afro sitting at the top of his hair. So, you really have to keep up that maintenance with locks. And for this particular style, it's just the same thing I posted a few months back. I just twisted my hair and braided some sections. I did 2-strand twists, and I put the purple rolls in. I had stopped using those for a while because I get tired of all of that banding and twisting and braiding. That's the only thing I will say, if you're going to have your hair looking the way that you are comfortable with, you have to make sure you're braiding and banding and twisting and keeping up your appointments. So I wouldn't say that Microlocs are necessarily a high maintenance style, but you do have to maintain your appointments and things of that nature to keep your hair in the best place and to looking in the way that you want it to look. Okay. Let's see. Products, still using Kaleidoscope lightly. I did use Beyonce's Sacred products, and so I'm going to do a separate review on those. I made a review a couple of weeks ago, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted to, and I may still upload it, I'm not sure, but I did use her shampoo as well as the deep conditioner. So I'll let you guys know my review on the Sacred hair products. But overall, if you're thinking about getting Microlocs, I would strongly encourage you to do so. Even if you're thinking about putting locks in your kids' hair, I think it's a good decision because it allows for your natural hair to grow, to breathe, and for your hair to do just what it's naturally designed to do. Locks, whether a traditional way or Microlocs, they're very versatile. So you can go this way and that way, and you're going to look good with them. It's just really all about the maintenance, making sure your hair is moisturized, making sure that your hair is shampooed and that it's clean, and that, any dead ends and things of that nature, you're keeping up with those things at your routine appointments with your loctician and your stylist, and you're getting someone who has an expertise in that area to help you maintain the integrity of your hair. So again, I highly recommend Microlocs. This is just simply a braid up and a braid out, and I put some purple sponge, those purple foam rollers in my hair, and just took my hair down and just kind of toyed with it in my fingers. I didn't spray any oil sheen or anything on my hair. This is just waking up and kind of running my hands through it and leaving out of the house. And that's literally how simple it is to maintain your Microlocs. And so I really love that aspect about Microlocs, and I do not regret getting them installed in my hair. And, so those are just my pointers and feedback. And if you have any questions, drop me an email at info@xdrshani.com. And what else can I say about Microlocs? I'm trying to think. It's just an open world. So get out there, do your research on YouTube, find people who may be your hair inspiration models, and see what they are doing for their Microlocs. There's one woman on Instagram who has this really good routine with that Jamaican lime mango oil and rose water. She sprays it on her hair, and her locks are always glistening. And so I said I was going to try to use some of the products that she was offering. And it's all about finding the right edge control too. If you're trying to maintain like your edges, you don't want them to be a little bit slicked down, because some edge controls can break your hair out. But other than that, really simple style, low maintenance, but you do have to make sure you're getting your hair maintained. But I would not say it is a high maintenance style. When I compare Microlocs to me just having my regular natural hair out, to me that was higher maintenance, because you kind of have to do all this twisting, and you know how it is with the humidity. Some days your afro could go this way. Some days it can go this way. Sometimes your bun is working, trying to do all of that. That could be a whole lot if you are a person who's just not even trying to be dealing with your hair like that and still go to work and work out and do all that. But I work out on my Peloton. So these Microlocs are versatile and flexible, and I can put them up in a ponytail. I can just go and do what I want to do. And when it's time to wash and shampoo, I don't have any hair loss. I'm not dealing with all of that. My hair isn't falling out and things of that nature. I don't have to be combing and doing the blow dryer and all those different things you have to do. And my hair is still in its natural state. And you can color your hair. You can do whatever you want to do with Microlocs. And even if you want to add some protective styles, some weaves, some braids, you can also still do that. You just have to find the right stylist to do that. So that's my experience with Microlocs. Again, check out Vibe Higher Hair. Jamisha Carter, she's been really excellent to kind of take over my hair for the next steps, and making sure that my appointments are kept and maintained, and that I'm not having any locks, and that my hair is progressing, that it's cleansed well. And so I appreciate supporting a Black business. I appreciate the great level of customer service and professionalism, and so that's always a positive thing for me. And I'm happy to support and promote individuals who show love in that way, because I certainly will give that love back to you. All right, those are my thoughts on Microlocs. You guys take care and have a beautiful evening. And I am going to do that sacred product review probably sometime this week. So look for that video. Have a good night, and please subscribe to my channel, and welcome and thank you to all my new and returning subscribers. Love you guys. Bye.